Welcome everyone to the Cannabis Advancement Series, Equity and Entrepreneurship. My name is Joe Gilmore, co-founder and Community Outreach Director for the Massachusetts Recreational Consumer Council. And for those who don't know, if you identify as a cannabis consumer, MRCC represents you. And we're doing our part to make sure that Massachusetts weed smokers, vapors, edible makers, and growers are updated and a part of the process of legalization. After 100 years of prohibition, folks getting tackled to the ground for civil disobedience, grandmas being raided for growing cannabis, and black and brown people being disproportionately arrested, we're finally seeing the opportunity for folks to have the ability to purchase legal cannabis in their community. Retail marijuana dispensaries are sprouting up in our neighborhoods, and tax revenues are reaching over $75 million. Everything sounds great, right? Not so fast. Some major problems that exist in the developing cannabis industry right now include the lack of transparency, lack of diversity, lack of small business participation, and lack of economic empowerment and equity applicants in the legal regulated marketplace. So as you can tell, this industry is lacking quite a bit, and this video serves as your wake-up call to start getting involved and help to turn this around. An important component that I felt was necessary to bring to this conversation was the synergy that must exist between small and large operators. The consumers and constituents of Massachusetts will not stand for monopolization of big multinational marijuana companies whose goal is to extract wealth without properly giving back to our communities. In response to the lack of equity and meaningful community reinvestment, MRCC's developed a 5-point program for socially responsible cannabis businesses. These talking points can be used to ensure cannabis businesses are adhering to their obligations to areas of disproportionate impact and economic empowerment. So let's get started. So number 1, the marijuana establishment must donate 2% of its gross annual revenues to the Social Equity and Technical Assistance Training Fund. Why is this important? The program is massively underfunded. This is the program that's supposed to help provide business training and technical assistance opportunities for people, as well as job opportunities for people who are disproportionately harmed by the war on drugs. The only problem is that it's gotten a very late start, and there is not enough financial bandwidth to make sure that this program is going to be really effective in making sure people get businesses. So in order to combat that, we are asking cannabis businesses that are established to make sure that they donate 2% of their gross annual revenues to this fund. Number 2, the marijuana establishment must conduct 50 hours per year of educational seminars targeted to residents of areas of disproportionate impact in one or more of the following: marijuana cultivation, marijuana product manufacturing, understanding the licensing process, accounting, tax help, and just general business knowledge that will help cannabis entrepreneurs get into this industry. Number 3, businesses located in areas of disproportionate impact must have 51% or more of the establishment's employees or executives who reside in areas of disproportionate impact for 12 months or more. So we want to make sure that the people who are in control of these companies, as well as the people who are working for these companies, are actually coming locally from the impacted neighborhood. Number 4, provide expungement, quarry sealing, and re-entry services such as access to ID renewal, food stamps, and career development programs to individuals with past drug convictions. And this is very important because there are so many people in our neighborhoods and in our communities who are stuck in the cycle of recidivism for the reason that they have a conviction on their record that they can't get rid of, and that's following them around for the rest of their life. People with convictions, they can't get school loans, they can't get business loans, they have very difficult trouble finding housing, and just maintaining your day-to-day life can be very difficult with a criminal record. And that's why we feel that these cannabis businesses that are coming in making millions of dollars should be putting on events, educating people in the community on how they can clear their record and get back on the right legitimate path. And number 5, packaging for marijuana products must be 100% biodegradable, recyclable, or reusable to minimize negative impacts on the community. And Nobody wants to see a bunch of pre-roll packaging all over the park. Who wants to see a bunch of eighth bottles all around our streets? Not me personally. I want to make sure that this industry is responsible, that it is thinking about efficiency and sustainability. So we have to make sure that the products that are being sold in these marijuana establishments are recyclable or biodegradable, so that we're not leaving a mess in our communities. Remember that these 5 points can be used during community outreach meetings, city council hearings when they're asking you what you want as a constituent. You have to remember that every cannabis business is mandated to positively impact areas of disproportionate impact, as well as have strong diversity plans. So it's up to you, it's up to the constituents, and it's up to the consumers of Massachusetts to create the industry that we want to be a part of and are able to be a part of. Thank you so much.